Welcome back to the world that was, and this 2,000 point game between lizardmen and dwarves. Today we are playing 2,000 points. It's Lizardmen versus Dwarves. It's battle for the pass as both armies try to capture this old town of Harrow's Gate. Who knows what secrets it holds? Both armies want to find out. Let's take a look at both of these armies. Taking a look down at this advancing Lizardman force, which I'll be leading today, we've got a unit of skinks there, skink skirmishers, and the unit of Saurus behind. The Stegodon Ancient, which just looks amazing. We've got 10 more skink skirmishers and the big old unit of Temple Guard. We've got the Slan in there. He has his Wandering Deliberation, so I've got all 8 signature spells to use for him. Tucked in nicely behind this building are a squad of 3 Ripperdactyls. We've got a Skink Chief on Ripperdactyl just behind them and a Salamander out on that side. And that is 2,000 points of Lizardmen. And then looking down at these dwarves.
We've got a gyrocopter on the left flank, next to a unit of 14 slayers. Behind them we have a cannon and organ gun, and right at the back is a grudge thrower.
Yeah. Another one hidden at the back down there. Yeah.
And back to the front we've got 16 quarrelers with the BSB in that unit.
Yep.
Then another unit of 16 quarrelers with a runesmith in it. Finally, on the right hand side we have a gyrocopter, and in the far right a flame cannon with an engineer at the back.
Cool. And this little marker down here, that is for my Ripperdactyls. That's their preferred target down there. We'll roll up for the Ancestral Grudge now before we roll up for the first turn. Let's see what they've got. Ooh.
Army-wide hatred.
Army-wide hatred. Which army is going to be the first to advance into this village? Let's find out. Rolling off for first turn. Dwarves getting the +1. It's a 5. I'm assuming that with all this artillery parked down here, Dwarves want to go first?
Absolutely.
Okay, Dwarves turn 1 coming up. Movement complete for the Dwarves. I know, it looks like not a lot's happened. Only 2 things. Both gyrocopters have flown on up to start making a nuisance of themselves. Dwarves, no magic. We're going into a phase that's going to hurt, although thankfully there's a few things out of range now. Shooting. Where do you want to start?
Gyrocopter's using its gun on the skinks.
Yep. How many do we hit?
5, I think.
5. Cool. Okay. Strength 3, toughness 2. 3.
6 up save.
Look at the yeah. 6 up armor save from the scaly skin and shield. Whoo! That's 2. Okay, continuing with the shooting.
The cannon is going to aim 10 inches forward from the slan.
Okay, so it's something about here-ish. Yeah, he's just got a line of sight down there. Okay, so he's 8 inches forward of the slan. And sticks in the ground. I don't think you'll have made it to a skink, but we will double check. So this cannon has the rune of forging, which allows it to re-roll when a misfire result is rolled. Now it hasn't misfired, because obviously the first shot was okay, but the result of that bounce was a misfire, so not hugely clear whether we can re-roll it or not. We're going to say that it can, because the engineers, it specifically says, same in the Empire book, specifically says that they can't re-roll the bounce, and this one doesn't. It just says a misfire result. So we're going to let Jay re-roll that from getting stuck in the mud. 8 inches from the slan, 6 inches with a bounce. We're going to hit quite a few things there. Both units of Quarrelers have fired. These ones going down into the skinks and killing a couple. And these ones down into the salamander, managing to get 1 wound through. Now we're back to the big guns. Organ gun, thankfully, is out of range, as is the flame cannon. But we've got some grudge throwers. Which one's firing? This
right
bottom
hand
one?
one is aiming for the slan's head.
Oh dear. He has hit him on the head. Slan automatically passing his lookout, sir, and just 2 temple guard killed in the blast. The second grudge thrower, where's he going?
He's going to aim for the Saurus block.
These ones on here,
Just
okay.
behind the standard bearer.
Yeah, so he is indirect. But he's probably going to guide it back in with ballistic skill 4. They 3.
3, I'm not going to re-roll that.
No, I wouldn't. Okay, so you're just 1 inch further up. There's going to be quite a lot of Saurus that are hit there. 5 brave Saurus blasted to bits by the big rock. With it, that initial barrage from the dwarves is over. That's the end of their turn. Turn 1 for the lizardmen coming up. Lizardmen turn 1. We only have 1 charge, which is the salamander down into the flank of that gyrocopter. That's it for charges. Not quite sure how far he needs. Let's just roll big. Yeah, that's not big. Lizardman movement is complete. We are surging down through this village, eager to get to grips with those dwarves, but we've got at least 1 more turn of being shot at, probably 2. The charge was enough to get in there. Flyers have flown on up, hoping to cause a nuisance next time. We're getting a little bit bottlenecked through the village, but there we go. Winds of Magic, how strong are they? Not so bad. I have 2 channels. I think I forgot to mention I do have a skink priest down in there as well. So I get 1 of those for 8 dice for me. Let's have a think what I'm going to cast. Starting off magic with Ice Shard Blizzard down onto the organ gun. Yeah, 7-11. It is cast.
2, 11. It's the spell.
Okay, that's not at all annoying. What else are we going to do? Let's try a 3 dice boosted Spirit Leech down onto the BSB. We can cast through the skink priest, which is how we're getting these within range. So 3 dice boosted Spirit Leech. Yep, 10, 14. That one is cast. What are you thinking? 10 on the dice.
I will use my Runus spell breaking to dispel that one.
Okay. Unlikely to get anything off now, but we're going to try throwing 2 Melkoths down onto these guys on their ballistic skill. 5 is cast on a 9. Yeah, it's not. Ooh, actually, that's quite terrible, but yeah, I think you've still stopped a bit. In the shooting phase, the skink skirmishers threw a load of javelins down. Did get quite a few poisoned in, but only 1 wound that went through. The other ones, although they marched, there's nothing in range, and the blowpipes on this are out of range too. Combat did quite well down here. Managed to get a wound through, and with the combination of the flank charge, although we lost a handler in return, we've still won the combat. Break test time for the gyrocopter, who has passed on a 3. He's staying there. You want to take a test to reform round to face?
I will.
It's still on the same negative, but he's passed that as well. We'll get him turned round. That's the end of turn 1. Let's see how brutal this retribution is as we close on the dwarves. Dwarf turn 2, still staying very static. Only thing that's moved is the gyrocopter, which has come round from here into this one. Going into the horrible, horrible shooting phase, and we're starting off with these quarrelers shooting down here. There's a few that are at hard cover, so it's 2 different rolls, but we'll roll up, see how many hits we get in total, and then do all the wounds together. 2 wounds were caused through onto these guys, but I managed to pass the armor saves on them. Next unit is opening up down onto these skink skirmishers. There's a few that are at long range. Let's see how many hits we get.
6s.
So yeah, not bad. 2 of the long range guys managed to hit.
5s.
And 3 of the others. Okay.
2s to wound.
Oh, a few 1s in there. Okay.
3, 6.
3. See if we can save any of these. No, 3 more are slain. Not many of the skinks left. We did pass the panic test. And now the cannon is opening up, taking a pop shot down towards the skink priest. 6 inches from the back of his base. Oh,
use my
you can
rune.
use your rune, yep. 6, so
Hang
it's
on him.
landed straight on his head and doesn't bounce again. Okay. No lookout, sir. Don't have enough models left in that unit for him now. He is wounded. And 2 wounds. He's a goner. In a stroke of marvellous fortune for the Skink Chief and the Ripidactyl, Jay rolled 2 1s to wound both of them, which was wonderful. Don't think these guys are going to be quite as lucky. The steam gun is opening up down here. 20 Saurus are under the template. 5s to wound. That was 7 5-up saves. No. 5 of them are slain. The trauma continues for these Saurus. Organ gun just in range now. 2 artillery dice's worth of shots. Or 6, okay. 6 shots. Can he hit 5s? I think that's a 6 under there. Is a 6, yeah. 3 hits. 3s to wound. 3s to kill. Yeah. 3 dead Saurus.
Now a panic.
Yeah, panic test now. It's cold-blooded and all that. We should be okay, he says. Yeah, we're good. Stone thrower on the right down there, or grudge thrower aiming down here. See what he can do. Ooh, scattered off probably harmlessly onto the building, I think that would be.
The scatter. Rune of accuracy.
It's almost perfectly across, so we're
Look at myself.
probably going to hit something down here. 2 more Saurus killed as the shot veered off, but another wound through on the gyrocopter too. Second one down there is aiming for the same unit. This is indirect. Let's see how this one's doing. Ooh.
I shall use my rune of forging to re-roll that.
Okay, let's see what it's done. Making up for the misfire from the grudge thrower, this gyrocopter's done a little better. It managed to get a wound through. It's another handler that's gone. I didn't get anything back in return. So I have lost this combat by 1. 7, yeah. Okay. Had a mental block then on the maths, but we are okay. Staying firm on that. That's the end of turn 2 for Dwarves. I'm closing in. There will be some charges coming in my next turn. The Saurus are being whittled down, and there's certainly at least 1 more turn of shooting at these other big units here. Turn 2 for Lizardmen next. Lizardmen turn 2. I do have a couple of charges. We're going to try, first off, the Ripidactyls going down into that Quarreler unit.
Stand and shoot.
Okay, and this Skink Chief dude down into this Quarreler unit.
Also stand and shoot.
Okay, those I think are my only charges. Yeah, those are my charges. We'll do the standard shoot reactions, assuming that I can still make it. Don't panic off. We'll do the rolls and we'll come back after movement's complete. Movement phase for Lizardmen is complete. Ripidactyls down here. We did lose 1.5 on the way in, passed the panic test and made it. Sadly, the Skink Chief was not as lucky, and he was shot down in a hail of crossbow bolts as he tried to get in. All the other panic tests from his demise were passed. Skinks bounded on forwards to keep making a nuisance of themselves. Saurus and Temple Guard both running up as fast as they can. These guys just out of front arc now to get some javelin goodness down here. And we've spun around to hopefully try and get rid of this gyrocopter at last. The winds of magic were fairly feeble. I've only got 4 dice. We're going to start by trying to do an Ice Shard Blizzard down onto these Quarrelers. 6, 9, 10. It is cast. It's going to be a -1 to your hit rolls.
Yep.
Okay. And we're going to Melkoth's Mystify Miasma down onto the organ gun, ballistic skill, obviously. That is a 9, 13. That one's cast. You have 3 dice to try and get rid of it.
Dispelled.
Dispelled. In the shooting phase, all the javelins here, we didn't manage to do anything down there, but these ones have managed to kill one Slayer. We've unleashed the blowpipes down to this gyrocopter. We've got 14 shots. We're looking for 5s, but lots of 6s for the poison, please. Ooh, not a single 6. Okay, just...
6 is the wound.
Oh, we've got 1 through. That's all we need. Come on. Oh, it survives. Okay, we will resolve the combat down here then. I've got 2. I'll have a fear check, actually. We always forget that. You're okay. 2 from the Salamander first, who hasn't hit at all. And I now only have 1 handler that's left, who misses as well. That was a good combat. It's a draw. That's the end of turn. Oh, no, sorry, we've got this one down here as well, the Ripidactyls, of course. In a fairly poor display of combat prowess, we only managed to kill 4 of the Quarrelers, and in return, we were cut down. Takes us to the end of turn 2 for the Lizardmen. Turn 3 for the Dwarves. They've still got plenty of artillery to rain down on this Lizardman army. Dwarf movement is complete. Still no charges. Gyrocopter coming down here to try and steam gun these skinks. Dwarves turning around, or Slayers turning around, just in case. No magic, obviously. We're going straight into shooting, and we're starting with the steam gun down here, going into these skinks. All of them are hit. How many are going to survive? 6 at Palmer saves to keep them. Nope, 6 more are slain. That'll be a panic test. Ooh, well, I think we failed that one. Flame cannons, trying to get rid of some more skinks down here. It's at maximum range, need a decent one.
Engineer's going to get them to re-roll that.
Oh, 2. We've had a lot of misfires in 2 turns.
He's gone as well.
Excellent. This unit of Quarrelers have opened up on the skinks in front of them, but somehow only managed to kill 1. Other Grudge Thrower is now coming back down on this Temple Guard unit. It's going to be a little way off.
Reroll that.
Right, it's a direct hit. 3 Temple Guard splatted by the Stone Thrower. Cannons lining up now, going for the lad right on the front.
6. Can I get to the Stegodon?
Oh, no. We're saying we can re-roll that one, yeah. 6, possibly then 12 inches from him. Is it going to make it to the Stegodon? Yes, just. A little bit of luck for these war machines at last. And it's a wound. How many does it do? That's the question. 5. After the death of the Stegodon Ancient, the gunpowder, black powder weapons continued. 6 more Saurus warriors blasted apart by that organ gun. All we've got left to do is the combat down here. We'll have a fear check.
Passed.
2 from the Salamander. He gets 1 hit. No wounds. 1 from the last pack dude. No.
2 hits. 1 wound. 6 up save.
No. What have you got? It is a wound on him. I lose that combat by 1. Ugh. I'm holding firm. Okay, we are certainly starting to get whittled down with some of these units now. Turn 3, see what I can do. Lizardmen turn 3. We have had a couple of charges that have been declared. These guys going into the Quarrelers. They're too close for any stand and shoot reaction. The Temple Guard then declared a charge into them as well. Jay has done a stand and shoot but didn't get any through. And a charge down here into the back of this gyrocopter to try and get rid of it once and for all. Now these guys can't fail their charge. In order for it to not be in vain, I really need these to get in as well. We're looking for a 9. Oh, it's a 5. We've not made it. We've just sent some more skinks to their death. I can't fail this one down here. And the only other unit I have actually is fleeing here. So we'll try and rally these guys.
Another dice
as well. We might get it. Come on. No, they're continuing their flight as well. With the charge in and the stumble forward and the flee completed, it takes us into magic. I've got a decent number of power dice this time. Going to start with a Spirit Leech down onto the BSB down here. 5, 9, it is cast.
Yep, I'll let that go.
Okay, so it is D6 plus our leadership. Oh. Compared to 3, that is quite a lot of wounds. And a bye-bye BSB. Good. And how many wounds did I cause then? Because I'm going to get some power dice back with my
2
attribute. No, I don't. Oh well, it was worth a try. Okay, what am I going to do next? I am going to do Wissan's on his own unit, which is cast on 10-14. Let that one go, or are you going to keep it?
Let it go. I'm only spinning at +2 now.
So. Letting that one go. Okay. Get Wissan's off. You've still got a decent number of dice left. How many dice have you got? 6 dice left. So, I want a +40 or +2. But with the extra dice, statistically, you're going to stop both of these. So I think I'm going to do Ice Shard Blizzard on the organ gun. Ooh, that's an ugly roll, isn't it? 6, 7, 11, it's cast. I think with all your dice, you're probably going to stop it. Oh, yes. That's gone. No shooting anymore because my only skinks are fleeing and these guys are still in this combat. So we've got combat down here, some skinks to kill, and then it'll be turn 4. End of the combat. Skinks died. Gyrocopter died. We ended up running forwards. We're probably going to get charged by some Slayers. And this pathetic combat, we did absolutely nothing to each other again. And we're still both stuck there. That's it. I've got another turner being shot at coming up. Dwarfs movement. The Slayers declared a charge on the fleeing skinks, who had to leg it and force their way off the edge of the cliff and died. Redirected after passing their leadership test into the Saurus. And the engineer, from his beleaguered flame cannon, is running on after trying to find a unit. We're into shooting. The grudge thrower launching back down towards these temple guard. Let's see what that is. 4.
Reroll this.
Yeah. That's 4. The other way, going across the unit, so you probably still hit a couple there. We'll see how many are hit. 7 of the temple guard were hit, but only 3 were wounded, and I passed all the saves. Cannon is trying his luck next. We're going 10 from the back. How far off is he? Oh, it's a long way. It's a 10, so it has hit the back model. Can you kill 1? You probably can. I have a 6 up from the Iron Course icon. No. One of them is slain. And then is it Quarrelers or Organ Gun next?
I'll do the organ gun. Okay,
let's see how many shots that's going to get. Reroll that with your rune. 10 shots coming in. Looking for 4s to hit. That's a few. Which average, I think?
And 4s to wound.
Yeah.
3.
Okay.
6 up, 6 up.
That's 2. And the Iron Curse. Oh, just another 1. Somehow we are clinging on to life. Defying here. Okay, we've got Quarrelers and then potentially some from this other unit that can see as well. Crossbows only managed to kill 1 more. And this Salamander has finally got a wound through on the Gyrocopter. Didn't take any in return. It failed the break test and was cut down. Coming down to the combat here, a challenge has been issued by the Giant Slayer, which I have accepted. We're going to do the rank and file guys first. Ooh, it's a lot of predatory fighter as well. 5 more. Yeah, okay, don't quite convert as many there, but there we go.
What's the kill?
That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But they are going to get their death throws. See how many of them swing back. So we're doing all of the Slayer attacks, the death throws, and the other ones that are still alive attacking normally at the same time, because it doesn't really matter now. Okay.
My ancestral grudge gives me hatred.
Yeah, a good roll at the start for that one.
And with great weapons and charging, I'm strength 6.
That's quite a lot of Saurus.
Just challenge guy left.
I'll get a parry save on these though.
Oh yes.
The parry saves were not enough to keep them alive, and then the Giant Slayer cut down the Saurus champion as well. Takes us to the end of turn 4 for the Dwarves. I've now got 2 units left that might finally make it to close on these Dwarves. Movement is complete. The charge has made it in. We only lost 1 Temple Guard to the stand and shoot reaction. Salamanders come down this way, hoping to do a really big spit of fire down onto these Slayers. Winds of Magic. I'm going to start by trying to Spirit Leech the cannon. 5, 9, that is cast. Not a particularly good roll off 2, but...
7, 9, it's just that board.
Okay. I'm going to try and... 3 dice Wissons on myself. That is 8, 12, that one's cast.
Spelled.
And I'm going to 2 dice Miasma on the Quarrelers for their weapon skill. 6, 10, that one is cast. D3, down by 3. Very nice. Okay, we'll go into shooting. I need a really big spit on this one to get the Slayers down here. Come on. 6, I think it's
Son.
possibly might get some, what do you reckon? Let's have a look. 6 inches and then the template.
4.
4, we'll take that. Let's see what we can do to them. Ooh. Due to the defended obstacle, I'm back onto 4s, even though they're weapon skill 1. 17 attacks coming in. A couple of predatory fighters. Literally just a couple. Nope. Okay. And with the boost to my strength, 3s will kill. That's pretty good. 2, 4, 6, 7 who are slain. Yeah, the slan will poke you.
Hit.
He has. Oh, that's gone off the edge of it.
No.
Nothing there. Okay, 7 of them that are slain. We'll see how many swing back. 2 Temple Guard killed in return, cut down by the great weapons of these Quarrelers, but it's not enough. They've lost this combat by a lot. Snake Eyes for them to stay. Nope. I will definitely be chasing you, hoping to overrun down into this juicy looking organ gun. 12, they've made a very good go of it, especially for dwarves. Let's see how far I can go. 4, don't think that's going to make the organ gun, and that is fairly crucial. Might not shoot me though, because there will be a panic test if they're going to flee through it. It's fine. Dwarf, movement complete, not much happening. These guys did manage to rally, these guys closing in. No charges as they set up for another round of hammering this unit with shots. What are you going to shoot first?
Grudge thrower first.
Yeah.
For that chappie's head.
Good scatter to get you. Oh, it's another one.
Can't shoot.
Ooh, can't shoot
This turn or
this.
next turn.
Okay, well that's him out in the rest of the game, just whether he stays there. What do you want to do next? You got the unit of Quarrelers or both of these war machines?
The grape shot.
Oh, grape shot. How many shots? Oh
Can we
no.
roll that? 6.
6 shots. Not bad. No range or anything like that, so just straight up ballistic skill to hit.
3 hits.
Strength 5, 3s. 2. It is armor piercing.
6 up, 6 up.
And the Iron Curse icon. Oh, look at that. We need a lot more of that, please, guys. And the organ gun. Not bad. 12 shots. Point blank range. unleashing. How many is it going to hit?
3s to hit.
Ooh, lots of 1s and 2s there. Clearly the gunners feeling the pressure.
4, 6 up, 6 up this time.
Oh, 2 of them again. And the Iron Curse, no. 2 are slain. We've got some Quarrelers to come in. We'll get the shots done from them. But that is going to be it for the Dwarf turn. Lizardmen turn 5. The charge has gone in to the organ gun. It is just fractionally ahead of the cannon, so I couldn't get on both. Salamander's come up to do a nice big spit. I've got a decent number of power dice, and we're going to start off trying to Spirit Leech this cannon. 3 dice. Ooh, it is cast 15, 19.
Yep.
Let that one go off. D6. Ooh, only a 2 and a 6. Nothing there. Okay, that's a shame. We'll try 3 dice Wissons on ourselves. That is cast on 11, 15. I think. You stopped it. Yeah. And then we're going to try an Ice Shard Blizzard on the Slayers. That one is cast as well. Shooting, we just have the spit here. See how many we can get. Oh, smacked him out the wrong way, but not quite where he was. 8, pretty much got the entire unit from how we set him up. Yeah, let's see how many we can kill. 3s to kill. Oh, 1 left. And as expected, in close combat, slaughtered the crew of that organ gun that, of course, has all that pain, and overrun straight into the Quarrelers. Almost made it all the way through this village and out the other side. We're one of the only units that are left to do so. Turn 6 coming up. Dwarves turn 6 in their final attempt to hold this village. These other 2 units have gone in. Slayer's gone into the back. Quarrelers have gone in on this side. Will it be enough? We're going to find out in a minute. Shooting was fairly unsuccessful. The cannon shot down at the Salamander, but fell short. Into combat, we have got 17 attacks from the Temple Guard going into the unit at the front. The Quarrelers there. How many can we hit? We've got a few Predatory Fighters. And after the Predatory Fighter re-rolls, I'm looking for 3s to kill. Not brilliant. 5. Across the 2 units of Quarrelers, 9 of them have been cut down. The Slan tried to bop the Slayer on the head, but failed. So we've now got the Quarreler attacks and the Runesmith there that are coming back in. Fighting for the village now. Can they do it? 6 up saves, 6 of them. 5 are killed. Okay, and then the Slayer. He's got some hits. And he's got some wounds.
2 4-up wards for your Slan.
2 4-up wards on the Slan. He takes a wound as well. And after all the fights back, it ends up as a drawn combat. Both have musicians, so neither side is going to break through. And that's it. Yeah, we've drawn. I've got 1 turn left to see what I can do to survive and get some points. And in Lizardman's final turn, the Salamander ran round this way and in the shooting phase squirted down a jet of flame, but only got 1 wound off. Magic was very successful. We got Wissons off on ourselves. We managed to Spirit Leech down here and get rid of that Grudge Thrower. And with the bonus dice from that, we then had enough for a Miasma on that unit at the back. All that is left is to swing our halberds one more time, see if we can kill enough of these to secure victory. These are the attacks to the front. 2 Predatory Fighters. Yep. Yeah, gonna be close. Ooh. Bam with the Wissons as well. Finishes off those. And then we've got 4 attacks to the side. No Predatory Fighter there. And yes, thanks to your reduced weapon skill. And 3 to the side. Okay. I'll do my slam. See if I can pop this Slayer on the head. I can. And the Quarrelers swinging in. Plus their Runesmith as well. That's not a lot from them. Lizardmen have won it by 4. Will this Quarreler unit break and flee? Let's have a look. Yes. Yes, they will. I'd love to chase you, but I can't. Off you go. 10 inches. They certainly had to run, these dwarves. They're fit. And I will reform around to face the other way. Not that it matters, because that is the end of turn 6 and the end of the game. And this is what's left to claim the village at the end of the battle. It is a victory for the Lizardmen, although it was only really decided in that final turn and probably that final magic phase, really, with the boosted magic just coming through, being able to get off the spells to Spirit Leech at the end, that War Machines. War Machines which have caused a lot of pain on the Lizardman army, but have also been hit with some terrible rolling and terrible luck. The fact that 2 of them blew themselves up when they've got all of their extra runes on them as well was particularly bad luck for the dwarves. But they certainly made it hurt as I marched across the army, and it's been telling that from all of that force that started, I've got barely a dozen models that are left at the end. Hope you enjoyed watching that one. Good to have these Lizardmen out. We don't get the dwarves on the channel very much either, so nice to see them too. As always, if you don't already, give us a subscribe. Drop us a comment down below. Let us know what you thought of it. And we'll see you soon for more.